3:14 a.m., a single shot echoed through the palace. The monk was dead, or so they thought. The December air in Petrograd, 1916, bit with a Siberian chill. Inside the Moika Palace, Prince Felix Yusupov believed he was about to save Russia. His target, Grigory Rasputin, the mad monk, a figure of both spiritual reverence and utter depravity, who held the Romanovs in an almost hypnotic thrall. Rasputin's influence over Empress Alexandra, particularly concerning her hemophiliac son, Alexei, was seen as a malignant tumor on the dying body of the Russian Empire. The war, the famine, the endless casualties all were blamed, in part, on the monk's whispered counsel. Yusupov, along with Grand Duke Dmitry Pavlovich and Vladimir Purishkevich, a right-wing Duma member, concocted a plan. They would lure Rasputin to the Yusupov palace under the pretense of a party, then eliminate him. Their conviction was absolute. Russia's future depended on it. On the night of December 29th, or December 16th, by the Julian calendar, then in use, Rasputin arrived. Yusupov led him to a soundproofed cellar room, decorated in an almost Gothic style, where a gramophone played Yankee Doodle Dandy on repeat. The atmosphere was deliberately unsettling. Here Yusupov offered Rasputin Madeira wine and cakes laced with cyanide, enough, he thought, to kill 5 men. Rasputin, however, ate and drank with gusto, seemingly unaffected. The conspirators, hidden upstairs, began to panic. Was the monk truly immune? Yusupov descended again, his heart pounding. Rasputin, still vibrant, even asked him to sing. The prince, now desperate, retrieved a revolver. He aimed at Rasputin's chest, just above the heart, and fired. The monk collapsed, seemingly dead. The conspirators celebrated prematurely. They left the room, convinced their mission was accomplished. But sometime later, Yusupov returned to confirm the death. What he found defied belief and plunged the night into a nightmare. As Yusupov leaned over the body, Rasputin's eyes snapped open. He lunged, grabbing Yusupov by the throat, uttering a guttural curse. The prince broke free, fleeing in terror, screaming that the monk was alive. Purishkevich, hearing the commotion, rushed in and fired his own weapon. 2 shots missed, but a third struck Rasputin in the back. He stumbled, falling into a snowdrift outside the palace, still trying to escape. A final shot, likely to the head, was delivered at close range. This time, the conspirators were sure. Rasputin was dead. They wrapped his body in a carpet, tied it with ropes, and drove it to the nearby Malaya Neva River. There they broke through the ice and pushed the monk's body into the freezing waters. The river, a silent witness, swallowed him whole. They believed they had erased all traces, banished the demon from Russia forever. 3 days later, Rasputin's body was discovered, fished out of the river by a police officer. The autopsy revealed shocking details. The cyanide had indeed been ingested, but not in lethal quantities. The initial chest wound was significant, but not immediately fatal. Crucially, water was found in his lungs. This meant Rasputin had still been alive, fighting for breath, when he was submerged in the icy Neva. The Siberian monk, it seemed, possessed an almost supernatural resilience. The news of the assassinations spread like wildfire, a mixture of relief and morbid fascination. For many, it was a sign of hope, a cleansing fire for a nation in turmoil, but the hope was fleeting. Empress Alexandra was inconsolable, viewing Rasputin as a martyr. His death, far from stabilizing the monarchy, seemed to accelerate its demise. Within months, the February Revolution erupted, sweeping away the Romanov dynasty. The conspirators, initially hailed as heroes, found themselves in a precarious position. Yusupov and Grand Duke Dmitry were exiled, avoiding the worse fates of many others during the revolution. Purishkevich continued his political work, but the world he fought to save was gone. The assassination of Rasputin wasn't just a political murder, it was a bizarre, almost theatrical event that underscored the chaos and superstition gripping Russia. It cemented the monk's legend, making him more than a man, a symbol of the old order's strange, corrupting power. Conspiracy theories abound. Some believe British intelligence agents were involved, fearing Rasputin's influence on the Tsar's war policy. Others suggest the cyanide was inert, or that a mysterious fourth assassin delivered the killing blow. The truth, as often happens, is a murky mix of fact and embellishment. What remains undeniable is the sheer desperation of the conspirators, their belief that this one man held the key to Russia's destiny. They were wrong. Rasputin's death achieved nothing but further destabilization. The vacuum he left wasn't filled by order, but by revolution. His assassination serves as a stark reminder that even the most dramatic acts of political violence can fail to alter the inevitable currents of history. The Siberian monk, once dismissed as a peasant, then revered as a holy man, then reviled as a demon, became an unwitting catalyst. His demise, a grotesque theater of cyanide, bullets, and ice, became another tragic act in the final, bloody curtain fall of Imperial Russia. His story, a macabre ballet of power, superstition, and murder, continues to fascinate. It's a testament to the enduring human desire to find a single villain, a singular cause, for vast, complex societal collapse. The truth, however, is rarely so simple. Explore the shadowy world of political intrigue and the figures behind history's most pivotal assassinations next.